Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus. I hope you are all doing well. Today I have a general reading for my viewers just to see what messages you may need at this time. So we're going to pull some tarot cards and some oracle cards and see what messages there are. So what do my lovely viewers need to know at this time? All right, let's start there. And this is the Dreaming Way Tarot, if you're interested in what deck I'm using. Yeah, okay, wow. So we have, let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the Tower. This is not a clean break, is what I'm seeing. This is not a clean break from whatever was past. This is a messy situation. It's almost like the foundation was crumbling before the lightning even hits. So you may be experiencing at this time one thing after the other. And I feel that you're trying to climb these stairs. It's like you see the tower crumbling above you and you're continuing to climb up toward the crumbling. And so you're being guided to find your way, make your way out of the tower before it throws you off. So what are you holding onto that is falling apart? There's something to do with resilience for resilience sake, or strength for strength's sake. Something to do with, you feel that you have to keep championing. Wow, that's a weird thing to say. Championing this situation or this cause or this relationship. And you just keep holding on and holding on and holding on, and you're sort of being guided to leave it behind. Leave it behind, because you have this beautiful Six of Cups energy here. And Six of Cups is, reflective of our childhood, reflective of our past, but it also has this beautiful innocent love. This is like a child, like playing house. It seems like if you walk away from this tower, and I do feel like you can, there's this beautiful unforeseen thing, and it's like you just sort of step into it with ease. It won't be a struggle. It's like if you let go, you just kind of tumble into this thing. And I really see this as, it's almost like this little girl has walked out of this crumbling tower and this like dark scene and this chaos, and is just kind of like taken herself into the woods and is enjoying the light and is enjoying the air and the freshness. And then she just sort of meets this person who she's always known, who she's always felt in her heart. And this could be someone that you already know. This could be reconnecting with a childhood friend. This could be romantic. Or it's someone that feels this way, where you feel like, oh, there you are, that kind of like, and it feels really nice and really easy and really fresh. And it starts to make things make sense. So some of these pieces that have scattered away and things that have fallen apart, the pattern starts to make sense from childhood to now, like from, you know, the pattern that this person wears and the pattern that you wear from your past experiences, will both of those things reflected in each other will start to make sense of why this tower is crumbling, why you needed to let go of what is here. And if you do not let go, you are in like this, it's going to fall apart anyway. Right? So you have this choice right now to accept it and walk away. Now I see you moving into this I see you moving into this new situation reluctantly. I'm going to pull some clarifiers, but I want to clarify. Yeah, I see you moving forward reluctantly. So it's like, whether you choose it or not, you will move forward into this situation, and you can choose to do it with vigor or but I do feel like you're hesitant. Why are you hesitant? Why are they hesitant? The Eight of Pentacles reverse. Okay, because you're leaving behind something you've put a lot of work into. So if this is a relationship, I feel like this is a lot of things. I feel like this is, you know, a job that's connected to a place that you live, that's connected to relationships, that's connected to, it's a link, it's a line of things. It's not just one thing, it's many things. And it's many things you've put a lot of work into. And you're really reluctant to put that work into something else because of this, the potential to view this as a failure. But it's not a failure because this is a fated thing to have happened. Like, this needed to happen in order to move you into this beautiful energy at the center. So I see you reluctant because of the hard work that you would need to put into this new situation, and you're not quite sure whether this new situation is worth it even. I'm hearing the words bone weary. Okay, so we're, okay. If you were, I'm going to clarify and then we'll talk about this. Take the Six of Cups, please. Oh. Okay. This doesn't have to be a love reading. I could see it not being a love reading, but I could also see how it could be a love reading. So just kind of take it for your situation. You'll know how it applies. So what I'm seeing here with the Two of Pentacles, to clarify the Tower, is that there is, and I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting that there's a sense of pride. Again, that feeling of failure, like you were juggling things, you were balancing things, and it seems like you have failed to balance those things. That it's as though this falling apart means that you have not only failed, but that there is some perception of yourself, like as if this is sort of like someone who prides themselves, or who is an overachiever, or who works a lot, taking a time of rest and perceiving it as lazy. Like taking a break is lazy, or not being able to balance all of these things, or not working, insane amounts of hours is somehow a failure, or that it reflects poorly on you, that you have this value about yourself. And you're reminded here that you are a hard worker. Even the fact that you're reflecting on this demonstrates that you have the will and initiative to, do what you need to do to survive. I think that you've really proven yourself. I'm also getting that this is really, with this, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and this hesitancy that, it may have been a period of striving to try and make things work. So maybe, for some of you who are students, this could be switching majors. This could be, not being able to figure out what you want to do in your life. And that doesn't even have to apply to students. This could be, adults that have chosen to take on different careers or pursue your side passions. And maybe something hasn't panned out. Maybe you had a period of success. You built this tower and then it's come crashing down. You're being called to accept that and to not get stuck in this sense of that you've done something wrong, or that you are not capable. You are very much capable. And what we have here is you moving through this pride, you accepting this and walking away. And to clarify, the Six of Cups is the Knight of Cups, which is a beautiful offering, and it's coming in blind. So what this to me signifies is that all of the things that you think matter, so all of these things you're telling yourself about this situation, this perceived failure, aren't even going to be noticed. So for instance, if there was some kind of difficulty on a transcript, some poor grades or some poor work choices, things that you're holding yourself really, you have some harsh thoughts about yourself for, or, in relationships, like, maybe you acted out of your integrity and you really have taken that to heart. But what I see here is that this offer is coming in regardless. You are going to receive what you need, and it's going to be very emotionally fulfilling and help you to, if you can receive it, help you to recognize the essential aspects of this kind of falling apart, or this not working out, right? So you can kind of see how this applies to a relationship, but it can also, and if it does apply to a relationship, this is absolutely a love offer coming in that feels really sweet and fresh and loving, and this person feels like home. This person feels, but there's still that hesitancy to put that effort in because maybe you felt this way before. This is also a reminder for me, and just with the language, the visual language of this card, that whatever your perceived hangups about yourself are, so maybe for instance, one of the things that this could be is that you have fallen behind on your fitness regime, or you've gained weight during pandemic, for instance, which a lot of people have. There's this, like, this love is blind. This love loves you regardless. They love you regardless of what you see or perceive at this time. Okay, so that's a big reminder there. And then with this hesitancy, and with this Knight of Swords that came out reversed, I like to look at the cards upright, but we're reminded that they're reversed. So we're just taking that into account. And we have another clarifier for this Eight of Pentacles and this Knight of Swords in reverse, the Lovers. Okay, and the Lovers, there is and has been a time of transformation for both individuals in this situation, and the transformation is what connects them and unites them. So whatever choice you're making or whatever is coming in for you, and that you're hesitating, that you are not sure about, there is this beautiful energy, and we have the 6 again, of it being for you. I'm hearing something about a climate of deceit. And this is what's making you feel, it's like this situation isn't really a choice. It is and it isn't. You have the choice to, you may be hesitant to put in this work, and you have the choice to put in that work or not. But whether you do or not, this is sort of, it's like something that is inevitable. It is something that is meant for you. It is a gift for you. Okay, so first, I'm getting a message that someone has lost hope about, about having, being a mother or having children, being a mother or father, thinking that maybe it's too late or maybe it's not going to happen for you. I'm getting that this tower or this perceived failure has something to do with fertility. But there's this very strong mothering energy coming through, and this uniting. So there's hesitancy. So if you are moving forward with something, or if some sort of opportunity is coming up into maybe it's in a way that you hadn't expected, but to embrace fertility in some way. So fertility could be actual literal fertility, or it could be the fertility of a business venture or a relationship, that is coming in for you, that energy is present, and that it's there for you. So if you put in this work, it's there for you. And that there's a call for patience here as well. And maybe it has been quite a while that you've been waiting for this, and that's where, I really am getting that this has sort of been a long period of time of working towards something. And so it's sort of like, is this even ever going to happen? You know? And the answer to that is yes, but it may not be in... There's just something that your perception is blocked because of your past experiences. I'm going to get some oracle cards for you. Let's pull some oracle cards and see what other messages we have to complement this reading. Overall, I feel like this is a really, this is a hard, I'm not going to, sugarcoat that. It's a hard energy. There's been some heartbreaks, but what I'm seeing here is it's really positive, really beautiful. I understand why you would be hesitant. Leadership. Yeah, coming out of this period of feeling icy and cold, sort of warming the heart, there's hope there. Fulfillment, fertility. Here's that fertility. peace. Okay, so what I was getting from the fulfillment card is that there is a climate change in your life. This tower is like a climate change. So it's the way, like if you think about like a weather system, if you think about a climate and having a climate change, how that changes the way that you live, how you adapt to a new climate. That's what's coming in for you, is that you're going to be adapting to a different climate. So if it is literally having a child, and that's something that's coming in for you, that would obviously change the way that you live. But I do feel like this is it's changing the way you live, and somehow this crisis or this falling apart is actually going to lead you to calmer spaces. That there's going to be some flexibility needed in order to navigate this space, and that it's going to be very emotional, but ultimately there is something that is guiding you. So just stay in that space of intuition. There's a lot of indications here of intuition with the moon and with the just like the blue and the current and the energy, is that, you know, I'm getting like kind of an overall sort of high priestess sort of feel to this, where if you stay in that space of being guided rather than dropping into this space of pride and self-doubt, if you honor your emotions especially and allow yourself to hope, there is something very, very beautiful coming in for you. And for some of you, okay, so a message that's coming in is rain after a drought. So it could feel that way. And we have frog. It says, stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. Okay, so some of you have this narrative that some things like this don't happen to me. And that's something that you are asked to examine or to let go of. Like, this love isn't something that happens to me. Or I am not a peaceful person, I'm an anxious person. There's a story that you tell yourself, and I feel like in order to have these energies, you have to be like somewhat ready to let that narrative go. And of course, everyone's going to be at different places within this reading. And we have panda, balance. Yes, I was getting that here, that this is something that is coming into balance. So with this pride, there was this feeling of disease and imbalance. And it says, ask how to bring balance to the situation and into your heart. And again, with the heart energy, your emotions. I do feel like there's something to do with flexibility. And navigating the space, like with your emotions and your, like not wanting to put in the emotional work and being afraid of putting that emotional work in again, that you are safe to be vulnerable and to cultivate this peace and to feel peaceful rather than vigilant. I just feel like I want one more of these cards. I was only going to pull two, but it feels like we need one more. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Sea turtle. Conservation. Make conscious choices. Conserve your energy. This is what's happening when you remove yourself from the tower, when you remove yourself from the things that are falling apart. And you're going to know, because you're going to feel free. I feel like you're going to feel freed from this situation, from this past situation. And that's going to allow you to move into this more like refreshed and fertile situation. So what is it that you are needing to let go of? How can you conserve your energy by walking away from those things and step into your power to find that balance? So I think I'm going to leave it there for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as a link tree for my classes, other services, my writing, that kind of thing. So take care.